We did not park in our usual spot here, but we're not too far. We're actually over here by Luxor and Mandalay Bay and all that good stuff. So turns out there are some qualifying races, I guess.
They have some cool like experience stuff. There's like a driver's parade or something later.
Yeah, so we'll go, I don't know, we're gonna go hop one of those. Try to save our feet. I thought that the race was like all day. I'm like, why wouldn't you race during the day? No, it starts at 8 p.m. My bedtime is like 8:30. So
Joel's gonna push it a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild night.
We're gonna like kind of slow mosey down the strip towards the races and see what we can find, and make sure we take it easy so that we save Joel's feet.
Yep.
Yes, always make sure it is there. Yes.
Figure we show you the highlights on our way down. Oh no! They took out the statues.
They might have just moved it.
What in the world? Because they had two.
They had the licorice one and then they had the chocolate one. Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Whew. I was so worried, Lady Twizzlers. Sheesh. I'm like, this thing has been here forever. I'm like, did it melt?
How could they?
Did I lose air conditioning? Jeez. Heck yeah. Good to see you're still standing there.
They put a bigger barrier around her, it looks like.
Yeah, they did put a bigger barrier. We got quite a few hours to go, and they are already starting to block things off out here. It's kind of interesting. Chaos will ensue, and we did just see a bunch of police out here. They're trying to block this intersection off, but it looks like they kind of backed out of that. Oh, there they are. Yep, right on down there. Huh. And then over there as well, they also have traffic. They also have some crossing guards here, which is probably worth it, because for the little bit of traffic that can come through, people will just keep walking even when the signs say don't. So, all right, they're getting ready. We do not fit into the aria, but they do have some fancy cars here. I don't know what this is. Ferrari?
This is the Crystals Mall.
Oh, yeah, the Crystal. Yeah, well, yep, it is a Ferrari. Golly, that's a goofy looking rear end. I don't know what that. I don't know. Kind of looks weird, right?
I don't love it. Not my choice.
Dude, those wheels. See, this is a good look. Small cars, big wheels, always better than like big trucks, small wheels. You know what I mean? Look at the way they.
I like the red better.
Yeah, the red is sleek. They hide away the handles. I feel like that's just a silly fad.
It's a $250,000 car almost.
This? No way. Hold on.
$225,000.
Oh, $325,000. That's over $250,000. Woo-wee. There is absolutely no reason to bring these mirrors in. That's too much. You know, I can appreciate the beautiful lines of some of these automobiles and some of the performance. I am not the person to own it. And that's a great thing. I have no desire to ever own something like that.
It's probably good we don't.
Man, they are working it for Christmas, and
I like that.
that's pretty, wow, that's cool.
The Crystals is playing off the Crystals theme.
Yeah. Oh, the little smoke in there, that's neat.
Oh.
I think that's easily our favorite thing about Vegas is it's never stagnant. It's always something new.
Always changing, yeah.
Which, speaking of, I think we've seen something like this before. But that's kind of cool, these little swirlies.
Whoa.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, look at that
Look
one.
at that Christmas tree.
Oh, whoa. Oh, all right. They've got a lot of merch here. Mercedes F1. Okay, I see you. I did see a bucket hat out here too. So you could get an F1 bucket hat if that's your thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a car right over here. Oh yeah. Look at those. Oh, that's interesting. I bet that's light as can be. Look at that.
Both for Short Kings.
You're in his photo now.
They so committed to the hot water, so hot water is about 20 minutes on the hot water. I said, look, the picture is.
Another example of they're always switching it up here in Vegas. Ooh, that's a big old train.
They
That's
just
kinda
switched
funny.
this week it opened.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at the railings up there. The pretty railings up there with the balls and the garland.
That's cool. And the bells up there, this is crazy.
trains and nutcrackers.
Oh, candy house over
It's
there?
actually not as busy in here as I thought it would be.
No, I think everybody's getting all ready for the F1 races and such. Oh man. Well, that's kind of cool.
Oh, gingerbread man.
Oh, it's a fancy track. Look at this. Oh, that's nice. Nice and soft in here. This is cool.
I'm shocked that it's not so busy. Not as busy here.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody's having a good time here. I still think this is one of the coolest displays. Oh man, that's a lot of glass.
All that Chihuly glass.
Chihuly glass, yeah. And apparently it's not falling, which would be the primary concern. No earthquakes here, really. So,
Yeah.
so this is what these stains typically look like, but I think we could see a little something out there. I don't know. And right there, maybe. I'll have to review this footage. We can't watch it in person, but we can see footage after the fact. They really do go far out of their way to make sure you can't see hardly anything on that track. Ooh-wee. That is a lot of law enforcement stuff. And what appears to be the National Guard. They're not messing around out here. All right, so I'm working hard to get you guys some video because they're trying to mess with me here. I've got a 9.8 foot pole here, and I got one section that I can't extend all the way, but it makes it a little more steady. So you can see all of the gating they have here. I asked two of the Las Vegas PD, and they're like, dude, just go up the escalator. You'll see. He's like, they're not gonna be able to. But we already had like 2 people try to stop me. And they're like, you have to stay back. No, as long as you're on the sidewalk, you're all good. They tried hard. And as a matter of fact, the fascinating part about this is they were like, hey, if you, as a business, if you want to view without us blocking you, you have to pay us, I think it was like $2 to $4 million, something like that, which is insane. It's extortion. And one company, I forget who it was, I'll see if I can find an article. They were like, no, I'm not gonna pay that. And they literally started to build a wall around their view. I don't know how you can get away with that. And that hurts the wall. That really hurts the wallet, you know what I mean? The pocketbook, so to speak. But they've got PD, the Sheriff's Department, they've got the National Guard out here, which is really something. And then of course, fire, EMS, all that. So it's really something out here. Also, they're building a new Hard Rock there, so that's kind of neat. You can see they're building a guitar, and this is to replace the Mirage. I bet you they're going to keep the Mirage going. And there's some cars. Hold on. They are moving there. Oh, he's got a good view, son of a gun. It's amazing how short those cars are. Oh, that's nuts. Hold on. There we go. Now, if you're wondering what the tickets cost to the F1 race, they're like $150 a pop.
For a day.
Yeah, nutty, yeah. So I think this is the last day of the race, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, expensive. Over to the bridge, because some of the bridges are closed down. They close off the other half of the strip, which is like nuts. On one hand, I'm surprised they can do this. On the other, it's Vegas. I think we just need to ride this up and down because we can't see anything from over there.
I think if we like walk the crosswalk, come back, and go up and around. Like we just kind of do this little like, loop right here.
Up and down well, the problem is you never know when they're going to be there. Although, actually, from this point right here, we just stand right there. Huh? I mean, we can. Well, no, you can barely. Yeah, you can make it through. Hold on. Let's just hang out right over here. We'll be all right. until the main race. That was just like a pre-run, a practice run. So it was a final practice run. Yeah, all the good views are from the escalators and the like the corners of the bridges. And I think they post security guards there. And I think really what it is that they just don't want you to. They can't stop you. They're not going to be able to stop you, right? Woo! Vegas, baby! They're not going to be able to stop you from recording, of course. It's the First Amendment. Now, unfortunately, my camera wasn't recording one of the rounds. I thought I pushed the button, but I couldn't hear it because it was so loud. I didn't hear the boop that it's recording. One of the security guards goes, you have to keep it moving. You can't be so close to the fence. That's not true. I just talked to one of the police officers right after in there. And he was like, yeah, I mean, they leased part of the space, but not the whole thing. If it's a right of way, like, we're okay to record. And it was hilarious because there's all the people around that are like, you don't need to talk to him like that. He's allowed to do, whatever. But I understand. People are just getting paid to say whatever. But the guy was like, he was getting close. So he was getting a little testy. I wish I had it on video. I really do. But no, like, if you're in public, it's okay. You can record. Like, everybody's doing it. You can't stop a camera.
Everybody's like, he's got the right idea.
Everybody's so, because this sucker, 9.8 feet. Yeah.
It's noticeable.
It is.
It's noticeable.
But they're like, you can't get up against the fence. It's like, and you also can't, like, obviously you can't sit there and camp out and, have a picnic and whatever. But like, if I need to pause for a second, you're okay to pause for a second. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here. But it's funny because there's not a single police officer out here that's taking it. The security guards are like crazy because that's what they're getting paid to do. I get it. Emma says there's something out here in the wind. Look how bougie that is. Something in regards to the F1 races out in the wind.
Yeah.
Like a car or something like that?
Yeah, at least a couple, I think.
Bucket hats are back, baby. Woo! All right, there's a McLaren F1 car. It's sponsored primarily by Google Gemini, and the line to get in is over here. So we'll skip that. There is another McLaren out here though, so if you win big in Vegas, you can get one of these. This is an AMG, Mercedes AMG 1. Project 1, later renamed the AMG 1, is a limited production hybrid hypercar that brings Formula 1 tech onto the road. We don't need that. That's a 1.6 liter turbocharged V6 hybrid. Woo! I can tell it's fast because it's low and it has little wings here for ventilation. Look at that. Oh man, they even have look at that. They even have the carbon fiber aero wheels there. Woo! Oh man, that looks pretty cool. That's a good looking car right there. I wonder what that weighs. All right. Oh, they don't even have a real decal. They just, that adds up. Weight savings. Look at that. Ooh, that presentation is slick. Oh yeah, for that aero, you only get that little tiny window. You're not going to the drive-through. That's like, look at those brakes. Golly. Those are some. Sheesh. Yeah, that's a McLaren, I think, right? Does it say what it is? No.
Lazante. You can scan the QR code.
Lazante, 9559. I don't. There you go. You can be a part of an exclusive club, and there's a QR code. Ooh, all right. Look at this. Oh, Honda. I didn't know Honda did F1s and such. 87 Lotus Type 99T. The first F1 car to be powered by a Honda engine. Oh, that sucker. It looks a little cheese back here. 2013 Ferrari F138. More aerodynamic, lighter weight. Yeah, it is kind of interesting to see this part so high up and kind of see. Yeah, look at that. It's interesting how slick the tires are. I mean, they still have grip, right? But like, that's fascinating. All that carbon fiber. I do wonder when carbon fiber was like, oh, that's what they're doing. I wonder when carbon fiber was introduced. Marlboro. We don't have as many tobacco products. A 97 F1 310B by Ferrari. Yeah, look at that. There's like no room in these things. Oh man. Yeah, that's all you get in regards to a windshield. Look at that. Oh, this is kind of interesting. So Michael Schumacher. So these are the championships. 191, 1990. Schumacher. 95. And here we go. Man, they must have paid big money to be the sponsor there. Here's some of the, basically just a motorcycle. I'm sure there's a slight modification there, right? And I wonder why they choose the specific shoes. Maybe just more room for sponsorships. I don't know, look at that. Oh, look at that, all right. He's driving a Ferrari, apparently. This is kind of interesting. This dude, like, he has won a lot. Schumacher, okay. Interesting. Is this guy, like, I wonder if there are just multiple F1 races?
There's Grand Prix all over the place.
Okay.
I know they do them in Miami, they do them in like Tokyo, they do them like all over the place.
2006, 2007, 2010, 2011, and then 2012. So skipped a few years. That's quite the achievement, I think. They have gone all out here. The Encore. The Encore and the Win. I kind of wonder what the Win looks like if the Encore looks like this. They're kind of twin hotels, I think.
We walked through part of the Win, but I don't think we saw the main part of it though.
One thing I do appreciate though, I'm sure unless you're like in the tables and this and that, they don't mind if you take photos or video here. Yeah. But at the Fremont, like the downtown, technically downtown, right, the Fremont area, some of those casinos get a little weird.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, I think it's some of them. Yeah. But others don't seem to care. I mean, granted, they have a million cameras anyway, so what difference does it make, right? But we're going out a different way, and this is really, you got Red Bull one, and then Google Chrome is sponsoring that one over there. Man, oh man. I do have to wonder because they probably don't have any gasoline or jet fuel or whatever they use in there.
Probably not.
But I wonder if those are just shells. It would make more sense if they were shells, right? No motor or whatever. Zero Bond. This one is painted just for the Win here. Whoo, that looks cool. They even put a wing up here. Look at that. All carbon fiber in there? Or at least it looks carbon fiber. Oh, there's something sitting right there, a little chip maybe, I don't know. I bet that hurts. Oh, interesting. They've got like a darker red and a lighter. Kind of could be the Iron Man car right here. Look at that. Oh, and it has a tail light even. Oh, wow. That's cool. I wonder, do all of the cars have mirrors?
I don't think they all have rear view mirrors like that.
Do they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like no. Probably not.
There we are. Oh, that curve right there. Woo! Apparently that was just a practice lap, so they haven't even started yet. Awkward. I thought that was it. I was so excited.
Yes.
I think it's safe to say we've got ourselves a traffic jam down here, but people are loving the races. Some bad etiquette here. Folks that are just chilling on the stairs. Nobody can go.
Yeah, he walks.
I can't hear you.
No, he's going, he's going.
God damn. Oh man. I can do it right here.
Look, they be tripping because those generators, they're literally on us.
I'm not fucking with the generator.
I know that, but that's why they're on us so bad. That part right there where it's a fountain. I'm trying to be fucking cool, but you still want to be a fucking dick.
Go,
Yeah,
just go,
just go.
just go.
I'm fucking with some of your bitch.
Let's go.
She's like, I don't give a fuck, I will fuck you up. I don't know if she's drunk or you know what it is, but like, the what? She
So here's from here.
Yeah, security company information. That's wild, dude.
No, I agree. A lot of the people they hire for these security companies are shitbags anyways, and I'd be arresting on another day.
Yeah.
So I don't agree that it's okay, but I'm sorry, dude.
No, well, I mean,
Hands on you, right?
she did not, no. But it was a threat. Oh, I was like, what the f are you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Whoever F1 is hiring for like to keep people who it's, dude, they're like, I don't even know who these people are. Obviously, I don't care if people aren't moving. I don't give a shit. If somebody starts climbing over the fence, then we're stepping in, right? But,
so I don't know if you guys heard that, but one of the security guards that F1 hires, it's like F1 specifically, threatened to F me up in front of my bitch. I don't know where, just because we're not moving too quickly. I think she wanted to get me away from the generator or something like that. I get it. You don't have to keep moving on a sidewalk. Like, you can just hang out. Like, it's okay, it's public property. Now, the reason you know this is public property and not leased is because it's a public right-of-way. We're still walking on it, right? And then they do lease other areas that are not public right-of-way. So, that's insane. And you know, the roles were reversed, I would be going to jail. But I talked to the cop, one of the cops, because I was like, dude, what's up? Like, is this, what is up? He goes, I'm not gonna go over there and arrest her for it, but even though it's assault, which I'm not looking to get her arrested, but like, dude, that is wild. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it was wild. I have it on video too. I was recording a different angle.
Yeah. See, and I knew it was gonna happen, because I'm just like, hey, leave me alone. And I think that's okay. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crazy. But anyways, I think these folks, but even the cop said, he goes, yeah, these people are basically just that on any other day, I'd be arresting.
Right.
Yeah, that's up.
Just gives you another reason. Yeah.
Man, I swear, I don't know. I don't like that double standard though, you know what I mean? I don't like that. So, I don't know. I know you're not gonna get the most professional people to do this for absolute minimum wage, but like, come on now. Come on. Even the National Guard down there, I know it's hard to see because dark and camouflage, but here's that up here. This is wild. Damn it. Public, you know. I would understand though if we're on, you know, private property, gotta get out of here, you know. But
Gotcha. I sent my supervisor a text. He'll be in a few minutes.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys could wait. I could just explain it to him, but
I just chatted with the, I guess, 2 supervisors. What it sounds like is
He's gonna come tell you to go on the side of the poles.
Oh, y'all good. So what it sounds like is it's insane. So their job is to keep people away from the fence. 100% understand, right? The problem is that there's no lawful basis to tell people that, right? And so the fence is the delineation between the track, right? There's multiple fences, makes sense. They go, it was totally within her right, and it was her responsibility to tell us to get away from the fence, or me. So he goes, I'm sorry she like overreacted, but you were too close to the fence. I'm too close to the fence. I'm not touching it. I'm probably within a foot or 2, right? At other points it's like more than 2 feet. So that's insane. The company's IPS. They contract with F1 or whatever it is. But apparently everybody, it's like folks that they don't live here, they just travel with the company. That's crazy. Am I wrong?
It's crazy. And
So-
they're saying they're bringing people from like Utah, and like they have a bunch of new hires. Like they have all sorts of excuses.
Yeah, then the supervisor over here goes, yeah, this is a new hire. I don't care. You don't. So you have no love. No, I wouldn't understand if I was going to hop it. Detain me, like, you know what I mean? But to threaten to go hands on.
At first, he made it sound like too, like the supervisor made it sound like because we were too close to the fence, she could do whatever she wanted.
Right.
And
Right.
so I said, so you're saying that what she said is okay because we were too close to the fence? He goes, no.
Well,
but
what was even more concerning is as I'm asking, you know, these law enforcement officers out here, Las Vegas Metro, I'm like, hey, do you know the company? And he goes, well, what happened? And I explained it, and one of the young officers goes, well, it's because you were recording a private event, even though you're on public property. He goes, once you start recording over that fence, that's not okay. You're in public, you have no expectation of privacy. Anything, you would have an expectation of privacy, obviously, only as much as you create it. And they didn't do a very good job. So I gotta say, 0 out of 10 for IPS security, whatever that security company is.
yeah.
And guys, please read up on the First Amendment. That is, it's insanely important. We have the right to record in public. That's just it. You know, you don't have to be a jerk about it, right? But I just say, hey, leave me alone, right? It's okay if I'm recording. You don't have to be a jerk. But that was wild. You also don't get to assault. So in the state of Nevada, much like most states, if you threaten someone and that person I mean, you 100%, you thought she was going to come up. If I would have stayed there,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
she would have definitely, right? Oh, that's nuts, dude. So anyways, other than that, the little adventure, it's actually been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've had fun. The race is over.
Yes, who
Some
won?
guy named Max Vander something won.
All right. It was hard to tell what was happening, but the technology behind the race cars is so amazing.
Yeah, and this is a very cool event the city puts on.
Yeah. Or allows. There's no other city in America that can handle this traffic, that can set up this infrastructure. Nothing. I mean, not Austin, not Los Angeles, like nothing could handle this traffic, and the rest of the city especially not be affected.
And no other driver in Las Vegas is ever going almost 4 miles in under 2 minutes.
Well, they try. Anyways, Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.